Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. Thank you, sister, for showing us about budget decorating. I hope it really helped you at home, and I'm pretty sure it did, because especially with Eid, decorating, it comes into a big part of some people's Eid. So I hope it really helped you. And the first part of the kids segment of this Eid program, they dived a little bit about why we actually celebrate, and I mentioned it that we actually need to know why we actually celebrate in Eid, and the background, just a little bit of history behind it. We're going to be diving into a little bit of that today, mainly talking about Kobani, and I'm joined by the usual people. Can you introduce yourself?
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Misbah.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Mohsin.
Thank you for that. And so when I mention Kobani, what do you guys think about? What comes to your head? Kobani.
The sacrifice we have to make in every Eid Ul Adha.
Yeah, so
sacrifice an animal.
So sacrificing an animal.
Yeah, you're sacrificing something, but you're portraying it as something else.
Okay. Well, we're going to be getting into that. Yeah. So first of all, we have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Yeah, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the universe. And we have been blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to witness and celebrate yet again the great day of Eid Ul Adha. And this, the meaning of this, it basically means the festival of sacrifice in Islam. And on this day, Muslims are reminded about the great trial which Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam was put to of sacrificing his young son, Prophet Ismail alayhi salam. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam complied to this command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and fully succeeded in it. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam is regarded as one of the highest prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and is held in very high esteem by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Holy Quran speaks extensively about Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. In fact, the name of Ibrahim appears in the Quran 69 times, and he has been given many titles as well. Yeah, Khalilullah, Siddiq, Nabi, Imam, Muslim, Hanif, and Ummah as well. So these are the titles given to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. Khalilullah, what do you think that means? Has any of you heard of that before?
Does it mean like the friend of Allah?
Yeah, friend of Allah. Yes. He's been given another title, the truthful, Nabi, the prophet, Imam, the leader, Muslim, the one who submits to one God, Hanif, a non-devout monotheist, and Ummah, a nation. So these are titles given to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. So the background of Kobani comes from Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, and we're going to be getting into this great sacrifice of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. And Misbah, you're going to give us that story. So can we start, Misbah, with the salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjahum.
The Great Trial of Sacrifice. The story about the Great Trial of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam is an interesting one, and there are many lessons that can be derived from it by those who believe in Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and claim to follow his creed. To summarize what had transpired, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam had prayed to Allah to grant him a son. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fulfilled his wish and gave him Prophet Ismail at a very old age. "O God, grant me with a righteous son." So he gave him the glad tidings of a forbearing son. When the child attained 13 years of age, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam in his dream to sacrifice him for his sake. When he was old enough to assist in his endeavor, he said, "My son, I see in my dream that I am sacrificing you. See what you think." Because it was the command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the righteous son encouraged his old father to discharge his duty. He said, "O father, do whatever you have been commanded. If Allah wishes, you will find me to be patient." Prophet Ibrahim set out with his son, Prophet Ismail alayhi salam, to the sacrificing spot. It was certainly not an easy task. On the way, Shaitan or Satan appeared in the form of an old advising man. He tried to stop Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam from offering the sacrifice, but because of the strong faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam's determination to comply with the command of his Creator could not be shaken. Shaitan then tried his luck with the young Prophet Ismail alayhi salam and persuaded him to escape from his ill fate. As a result of his father's invocation, Prophet Ismail alayhi salam was a righteous son, and he too could therefore not be influenced. Both the father and the son chased Shaitan away. They then arrived at the sacrificing spot at Mina. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam tied the hands and the legs of his son so as not to be perturbed by his pain and restlessness. He blindfolded himself and carrying the knife enacted the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam removed his fold, he saw Prophet Ismail alayhi salam by his side, and in his place a ram lay slain before them. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam trembled lest Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rejected his sacrifice. Suddenly he heard a voice that was soothing. We called out to him, O Ibrahim, you have indeed fulfilled the vision. Thus we reward the virtuous. This indeed was a manifest trial. Then we ransomed him with a great sacrifice, and we left this blessing for him among generations to come in later times. Peace be to Ibrahim. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil. So this is the basis behind Kobani. Yeah, this is like the story behind it. Yeah, and we see from this that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he did what to Prophet Ibrahim. He gave him a dream, yeah, and in that dream he was told to what, and he sees himself sacrificing his son. Yeah, his son, knowing that okay, this is the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, this dream, it can't be from anyone but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, so he agreed to go, follow through with this. Yeah, so he knowingly went, knowing that he won't come back. This is how much trust he had in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, and this is how much trust Ibrahim alayhi salam had in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because he prayed after a long time with no children, yeah, praying extensively for a child, then finally gets one, but then is told years only a handful of years later that what he has to sacrifice him. Yeah, so we see this pressure, this trial put on Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, and we're gonna dive in a little bit about the meaning of this trial, yeah, and the morals behind it and the message. And Mohsin's going to be talking a little bit about that. So can we start, Mohsin, off with the loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
One of the things that Hajj do on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, and so many Muslims all over the world, is to slaughter a lamb or sheep or a goat or a camel in remembrance of this great sacrifice of Prophet Ibrahim. This act is not but a mere ritual, but it has a meaning and a significance. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not commanded us to sacrifice animals because He is bloodthirsty or meat hungry. In Surah Al-Hajj, verse 36 and 7, He had made it clear. First, we have disposed them animals for your benefit, so that you may give thanks. Then He subhanahu wa ta'ala adds, it is not their flesh or their blood that reaches Allah, rather it is their piety that reaches Him. First, He disposed them for your benefit, that you may magnify Allah for His guiding you, and give news to the virtuous. So, what is the significance of offering sacrifice of animals on this day? The answer to this is simple. Allah wants us to train us to follow in the path of Prophet Ibrahim, who was willingly to offer Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala his dearest possession in form of his son Prophet Ismail. Allah did not want Prophet Ismail to be sacrificed, but Allah wanted Ibrahim to show his willingness to sacrifice Prophet Ismail, which he did bravely. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjum. Thank you, Mohsin and Misbah, for that. And I hope we've learnt at least a background of about Kobani and what is Kobani, and just a background, the story behind why we do it today, and the significance, like what Mohsin was talking about as well. Okay, so we've got a little bit more talking about this. Misbah's got some more about the morals and message behind Kobani and Prophet Ibrahim's story and why we actually do it today. So can we start, Misbah, with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjum.
Dr. Ali Sharati, in his book Philosophy of Hajj, writes, and I quote, "This is a story of man's perfection and his freedom from selfishness and animalistic desires. It is man's ascension to a higher spirit and loves to a strong will that frees him from anything that may hinder his responsibility as a conscious man." In other words, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, on this day of Eid Ul Adha, you should select your Ismail and bring him to Mina. Who is your Ismail? Anything that is causing an obstruction for you to reach your Lord and fulfill your duties towards him. Your Ismail could be your wealth, your job, your rank, your power, your lust, your greed, your spouse, your children. It could be anything, and make sure that it is as dear to you as Prophet Ismail alayhi salam was to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. As you are sacrificing an animal on this day, bear in mind that you are in fact sacrificing that dearest thing in your life and telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, "O my Lord, henceforth this thing which has been dearest to me in life will not hinder me from reaching you and acquiring your pleasure." Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam, talking about the significance of each and every ritual that is performed during Hajj, as shibli, as you slaughtered your sacrificial animal during Hajj, did you intend to cut off the throat of greed that is hidden in you by clinging to the reality of taqwa and to follow the exemplary tradition of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, who intended to slaughter his dear son Prophet Ismail so as to discharge the command of Allah? Shibli said no. In that case, said the Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam, you have not sacrificed your animal. Similarly, whilst giving instructions to the Hujjaj, the pilgrims to the house of God for Hajj, Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam said to them, cut the throat of the carnal desires and greed by offering animal sacrifice. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this great day of Eid Ul Adha to grant us with tawfiq to follow in the path of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and forgive all our past and future sins. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjum. Thank you, Misbah. So Misbah went and talked about some important points she mentioned there. So the spiritual ritual of Kobani is what, Mohsin? What did she talk about there?
It's you have to like sacrifice something that's dear to you. So you have to sacrifice something that's dear to you.
Yeah, that's something that's dear to you. Yeah, whether that be your wealth, anything that's obstructing you to follow the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, this is your Ismail alayhi salam. Yeah, to follow the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Prophet Ibrahim had to sacrifice his son to follow the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For me to follow the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I have to do my 5 daily salah. Yeah, what's obstructing me to do my 5 daily salah may be, I'm too lazy, I'm too tired, yeah, I don't want to do it. This spiritual cleansing that you go there and you do this and you do Kobani, this animal that you're sacrificing must represent must represent these things obstructing you to go in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, to follow the follow the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to get closer to Him. Yeah, and like Misbah went on and spoke about in there, which Imam was it that you that there was a brief story from? Imam Zainul Abidin. Yeah, and he talked about if that animal isn't one of these things that are obstructing your way to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have not sacrificed anything. This is the meaning behind why we sacrifice animals. To what? What's the first thing? It's to what? In the remembrance of what happened?
The sacrifice that Prophet Ibrahim took part in to sacrifice his son.
Yeah. So this is one reason why we do it. What's the other one? The more deeper one. The deeper meaning one.
It's to cleanse your soul of something that you hold too dear. So there's no any obstruction there. Yeah. So you gotta make sure if you do take part in this that it represents these things, and afterwards you don't this thing doesn't get in your way anymore. This thing that you sacrifice, it doesn't get in your way now. Yeah, you have full control over it. Yeah, and that's a total other story. But hopefully, this hopefully this has explained a lot, taught a lot about Qurbani and the sacrifice, Prophet Ibrahim, and the background of this Eid and of Qurbani as well. Yeah. So I thank you, Mosia Misbah, for joining me and explaining. I hope you've learned a lot. Hope people at home have learned a lot. And now I'm going to send you back to the rest of the presenters with Abid Kazmi to talk a little bit more. But until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
वेलकम बैक नाजरीन, जैसा कि आपने हमारे प्रोग्राम्स देखे, हमने आज आपके लिए जो है ईद के जितने भी हम प्रोग्राम्स लेके आए हैं, जहाँ से हमारे के बच्चों के 2 सेगमेंट्स थे, फिर उसके साथ जो है वो हमारा ये वाला सेगमेंट फ्लावर मेकिंग था। तो हमने जितना भी अपने आप को आपके साथ जोड़ने की कोशिश की, हमारी इस काविश को प्लीज़ एक्सेप्ट भी कीजिएगा हमारी तरफ से भी, और हमने जितनी अपनी ट्राई कर सकते थे हमने अपनी अच्छे से ट्राई की है कि हम जुड़ के हिदायत की फैमिली के साथ भी जुड़ के रहें, और जो लोग नहीं आ सके हमारे प्रोग्राम में, हमारे होस्ट, उनको हम मिस भी कर रहे हैं डेफिनेटली, और इंशाल्लाह अगले साल जो है वो डेफिनेटली वो हमारे साथ हमारे इस स्टेज पे जो है वो डेफिनेटली वो होंगे। तो
जी बिल्कुल, जिस तरह आपने कहा कि हमने दोबारा यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, ईद मना रहे हैं आज, तो हमने सोचा तमाम को याद करें। इस मौके पर हमने मुख्तलिफ चीज़ें बताई हैं। आपने देखा होगा कि कुर्बानी के हवाले से काफ़ी लोगों ने क्वेश्चन भेजे, तो उस पर भी बात हुई है खुलकर, और उसके बाद हमने कैसे अपने त्यौहार बनाने हैं और क्या क्या करना है उस पर बात हुई है। आपने देखा, फिर बच्चों को देखा, और उसके बाद खाने पीने में क्या क्या है और किस तरह हम इसको आगे लेकर चलते हैं। हम साथ साथ ये बताते रहेंगे। अभी हम जा रहे हैं इख्तिताम की तरफ, तो हमारे साथ फ़रत बाजी मौजूद हैं, मज़ीद वो भी बात करेंगी। रबाब बाजी मौजूद हैं, वो अपनी कोई शायरी भी सुनाएंगी। तो आप ज़रा मेरे ख्याल अपने शायरी का आगाज़ करें, उसके बाद बात करके हम क्लोज करते हैं।
और दोबारा से हम तमाम को इन खुशियों में शरीक करते हैं, अपने व्यूवर्स को भी और हाज़रीन और नाज़रीन को भी। और ईद अच्छी तरीके से मनाइए, अल्लाह कबूल करे। तो जहाँ ज़िक्र आले बैत होगा तो वो घर तो पाकीज़ा होगा ही, वो महफ़िल पाक होगी। तो यही हम कहते हैं, बावजूद ते पाकीज़ा रहंदा है मेरा मन, बावजूद ते पाकीज़ा रहंदा है मेरा मन, ज़िक्र करां जदों भी आले मुहम्मद तो पंज तन, वार सुटां दीन दुनिया दी सारे धन, वार सुटां दीन दुनिया दे सारे धन, नाम लैंदा है जड़ा भी आले मुहम्मद तो पंज तन दा। ते अल्लाह उनको अपनी हिफ्ज़ मान में रखे। मेरी ये तमाम दुआएं उनके साथ हैं। अल्लाह आप सबको खुश और खुर्रम रखे अपने घरों में, इलाके में।
जी
जी अगेन मैं आप तमाम پریزنٹرز کی شکر گزار ہوں کہ آپ لوگوں نے اپنا ٹائم نکال کے بہت ہی خوبصورتی کے ساتھ آج کا پروگرام پیش کیا ہے، اور جو بھی آپ لوگوں کا انپٹ ہے، اور میں خاص کر ان سسٹر کی بھی بہت شکر گزار ہوں کہ جنہوں نے آج کے دن آ کر اپنا ٹائم دیا اور بہت ہی خوبصورتی سے ہم لوگوں کو فلاور ارینجمنٹ کے حوالے سے ہمیں بہت ہی خوبصورت پروگرام انہوں نے بھی پیش کیا ہے. اور اگین ہم یہی کہیں گے کہ ہدایت ٹی وی کو اللہ سلامت رکھے، کہ جس کے پلیٹ فارم سے ہم ہر طرح کا آل راؤنڈر ایک ہمیں مٹیریل ملتا ہے، جس میں خوشیاں بھی ہیں، غم بھی ہیں، نصیحت بھی ہے، ہدایت بھی ہے، رہنمائی بھی ہے. تو اللہ اس کو اور ترقی دے. اور ہم اپنے ویورز کے بھی بہت شکر گزار ہیں کہ وہ ہمارے پروگراموں کو سراہتے ہیں اور اس میں اپنا کنٹریبیوشن جو ہے وہ ڈالتے ہیں. تو جیسے بہت خوبصورتی سے آپ نے فرمایا سسٹر رباب نے کہ حقیقتاً اگر اہل بیت اطہار نہ ہوتے تو ہم جو ہیں وہ قرب الہی کے مفہوم کو نہ سمجھتے، کہ ہماری ہر خوشی میں، ہمارے ہر غم میں اللہ سبحانہ و تعالیٰ کی قربت جو ہے وہ ضروری ہے کہ ہم اپنی عیدوں سے، اپنے تہواروں سے جتنا زیادہ سے زیادہ اپنے آپ کو اپنے رب سے قریب کر کے اس کو راضی کر سکے. جب ہم کہتے ہیں قربتاً الی اللہ تو یہ ایک فقط جملہ نہ ہو ہماری زبان کا، ہماری پوری سول، ہماری روح جو ہے وہ یہ خواہش اور آرزو کرے کہ ہمارا ایچ اینڈ ایوری ایکشن جو ہے وہ ہمیں ہمارے رب سے قریب تر کرتا چلا جا رہا ہے. تمام مسلمانوں کے لیے دعا گو ہوں، چہاردہ معصومین کے صدقے میں معبود برحق تمام مسلمانوں کو ناگہانی آفات سے محفوظ رکھے، دین و دنیا میں ان کو کامیابی اور کامرانی عطا کرے، اور ان کو یہ توفیق دے کہ آگے آنے والی نسل کو اتنی بہترین تربیت کر کے اتنا ہموار کر دیں کہ وہ زمانے سے ٹکرا سکیں اور اسلام کا بول بالا ہو.
بہت شکریہ آپ کا، کیونکہ ہم نے کلوزنگ کی طرف جانا ہے، اور یہ اپنے دیکھنے والوں کو بتاتا چلوں کہ آپ نے اس موقع پر ادائے ٹی وی کو نہیں بولنا، کیونکہ ادائے ٹی وی یہ وہ ٹی وی ہے جو جس وقت لوگ رمضان ہو یا کوئی اور بھی موقع ہو تو وہاں بے شمار ٹی وی چینل یہاں مذہبی بھی ہیں، دوسرے بھی ہیں، اور آپ نے پیسے اکٹھے کرنے کے چکروں میں چیریٹیز پروگرام اور مختلف کرتے رہتے ہیں، لیکن ہم نے کوشش کیا کہ ہر موقع پر آپ کو اصل جو ہم نے ذمہ داری اٹھائی ہوئی ہے کہ دین حقہ سے متعارف کروانا ہے آپ کو، تو اس دین حقہ سے متعارف ہم کرواتے رہتے ہیں مختلف پروگرامز کے ذریعے، چاہے وہ بچوں کے لیے ہو یا خواتین کے لیے ہو، مردوں کے لیے ہو، جو بھی ہو، چاہے اپنے جو کمیونٹی ہے اس کے لیے ہو یا دوسروں کے لیے ہو. لیکن ہم ایسی قرآن و حدیث کی روشنی میں آپ کو سیدھا راستہ دکھانے کے لیے ہمیشہ کوشش میں رہتے ہیں، اور ہم امید کرتے ہیں آپ سے بھی کہ آپ بھی اس کوشش کو جاری رکھنے میں ہمارے ساتھ تعاون کرتے رہیے، تاکہ 11 سال تک اگر ہم نے کیا ہے تو مزید ہم چاہتے ہیں کہ جب تک یہ دنیا قائم ہے ہمارا یہ چینل بھی قائم رہے، اور یہ اس وقت تک آپ کی تربیت کرتا رہے جب تک مسلمان یہاں ہیں، اور قیامت تک انشاءاللہ ہماری کوشش ہے کہ ہماری نئی آنے والی نسلیں اسی طرح اس چیز کو لے کر آگے چلتی رہیں. آپ کے
جی بس یہیں پہ ہم پروگرام جو ہے وائٹ اپ کریں گے، ہمارے پروگرام کا ٹائم بھی فنش ہو چکا ہے. تو ناظرین اسی طرح ہمارا جو ہے وہ چینل دیکھتے رہیں، اس کے ساتھ یہ اجازت چاہتے ہیں. اللہ حافظ.
اللہ حافظ.